Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry at the Lane Motor Museum in Nashville, Tennessee. And I have been to numerous automobile museums all around the country. Every one is unique, and this one I think is maybe the most unique. They specialize in real small cars. They've got a big collection of the smallest cars you can imagine. So that's kind of what makes this mostly unique. So come on in and I'll show you around. I know you've probably seen a lot of car museum videos. I think you will especially enjoy this one. And one thing they have a lot of is these real small cars. But you've never heard of a Guadeloupe from France. This would be a one person only.
The Gyro-X is very much today as it was in 1967. It remains a highly complex piece of machinery. While the Gyro-X did prove that a gyroscopically stabilized automobile could work, it would certainly have required a great deal more development before any form of production could have been considered. Were it to be developed today,
wow,
the use of modern materials for
there it is,
as well as a hybrid or pure electric drivetrain, would go
the Gyro-X, two-wheeled vehicle. Look in the trunk. There's the rear wheel right in the middle there. And the front hood shows the one wheel in the middle. How about that? I've never seen anyone like that anywhere. Now you might think this is the Volkswagen Beetle, but no, it's not. Well, I think this says it all. Lane Motor Museum, unique cars from A to Z. The 1930. Wow. The 1977 Car. And believe it or not, that is a United States car. And here's a 68 Fiat 850 Spider. This is a 59 Lloyd. Never heard of that. This is pretty amazing. That tow truck is towing 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. Very efficient. Here's a car only the multimillionaires buy, a Fisker. That's a 2012 model that cost $103,000. You'll never guess what make this car is. It's called a Gyronaut. And this one here, believe it or not, is a Volkswagen. Bet you never seen a Volkswagen like that. And this is a one and only vehicle that got 800 miles a gallon. Can you believe that? That's what it says. And this is a wooden pedal car. Look at that wheel from a bicycle. And there are the pedals. This is a 1931 Velo car. They made 650 of these. And what the heck is this? It's another pedal car. This is a one and only car with a 175cc engine. Man, I have never seen in any museum any kinds of vehicles like this, more than maybe 1 or 2. This is an electric car. Wow, so many of these little things, all very unique. And here we have, I don't know, there isn't a name on it. This museum has the oddest cars. I am really surprised. It has some classic cars as well. You go down the line here, just briefly show them to you. Oh, this is a neat looking one. That's what that is. So strange to see these. Here's a Woody. And here's a silver one. Man, if I just gave you the names of all these, this would be a really long video. So I am just going to briefly scan them. There's so many interesting little cars to read the details about. And hanging from the ceiling, they've got various types of aircraft, some ultralight types, and here is a canoe with a propeller engine. Here's some more odd little cars. Oh wow, look at this. Propeller cars. Look for this from the side. I bet you've never seen an aero sled. They saved money on the body for these two. This is actually a racer called wind wagons. There's a two-seater. This is just a one-seater. And here everybody gets a window seat. See what this is. And several cars they have here, they only produce one of. This one, they went all out and built 6 of them. Well, I tell you, this museum has the strangest looking cars I've seen it anywhere, and I have been to so many car museums. And down this alley, they have various scooters, motor scooters, and mopeds. Look at that little thing. What is that? There's this snowmobile scooter. That looks dangerous. And here, I've seen this on TV, a guy riding it. A one-wheel motorcycle. Here's another row of some really odd ones. And here's their bicycle shop. If you're a bicycle enthusiast, you'd really like to go through and look at all these, I think. Okay, folks, how cool is this for somebody who doesn't have a driver's license? This is a fold-a-van camper. Nothing there but a bed. At least you're fully enclosed. Really makes you wonder who comes up with these things and why. Why would you want to build that? It's called an auto canoe. Well, again, there are so many of these little cars. I don't have time to look into the details in this video. I'm just going to walk by and scan them for you. So if you ever get in the Nashville area, you like unusual cars, I think this would be the place to come. Oh, nice paint job. Now this is a 1996 mini pickup truck. It's called a midget. Here's some more of them. I'm just going to scan. Very colorful. And here we have some more classic style cars. Oh, that is, wow. This barely comes up to my waist. This just says it's a Stickney brand engine. Doesn't say what it was used for, but look at this exhaust pipe. It goes way up to the top of the ceiling. I don't know what this does. It's behind glass. There's a button here to press to see it work, but they're afraid that there's coronavirus on the button, so you can't touch the button or you'll catch coronavirus. Get that. Here's some more classics and a couple racers. That's from 1925. You ever seen a midget race? They're kind of fun. Can you tell what's different about this car? It has two fronts. Boy, I tell you, this must be the most unusual car museum I've been to anywhere, and like I said, I've been to so many of them. This is pretty amazing. Definitely come here if you can, folks. This is something else. If you're ever having engine trouble and you want to find out what's wrong with it, just hook it up to this and that will tell you. And here's a ski craft I haven't seen before. You just ski behind it in aluminum ropes. And they restore and repair the cars right here in their shop. Here's a car that must not have been very popular. I don't know why, but they only made 2 of them. It's an electric microcar, and here is I guess you'd call this a microcar too. This only comes up to a few inches above my knee. 1960 Berkeley. I've seen a few Vespa cars, you know, the Vespa scooter company. They also made a few real small cars like that. And this one right here, this is actually below my knee. I bet you've seen these amphicars. They were popular just for a little while in the 60s, where you go down a boat ramp and they just drive right into the lake. They have this out behind their building. I can't get actually down to it, but these wheels look like they're probably about 8 or 9 feet high. I have no idea what the Army used those for. There's a ramp, so I suspect they were amphibious. They also have a garage here with another car collection. They don't have nameplates. This one really caught my eye. That is a real nifty looking sports car. There's a Tesla Model S, and we got an emergency ambulance here. I don't know what the heck this is. This has some kind of a tag to it. We've got a collection of military vehicles. Wow. I'm more into sports cars. This little green thing caught my eye. But I don't know the names of these. They don't have name tags on them. Maybe these are some they rotate indoors. You know, one thing that always kind of bothers me about car museums like this is that these cars are not being enjoyed, being driven by people, just sitting here year after year. I'm sure people would get a big thrill out of driving some of these things. Boy, you could spend all day long here if you want to read about each one of these cars on the nameplates. This video may be running a little long, so I'm going to have to cut it off here. Definitely stop by if you ever get into Nashville. Good day, folks.